So I had a really good video, right? And I don't know what happened. I know that it told me when I got like to 28 minutes or 30 some minutes, it said the storage or something. I had reached the capacity for the video or something. And then and it cut off. And so I went to upload it, and I get thumbs down. I get unlikes. I'm not, like new to the thumbs down, but I had two thumbs down and the thing wasn't up, but like not even that long. I didn't even know it had uploaded because usually if you do something, say over 17 minutes or something, it takes a couple hours to upload, you know. Maybe it's because I'm using my phone, I don't know. But I'm not even gonna do that video over. Or audio. I'm not doing it over. I just can't. I don't have the energy. It was good, but we just not going there. Maybe that was a sign. Or maybe I'll do it later on at a different time. But that's okay. What I will do is just talk about something that's kind of on my heart. I watched a show, it's on the OWN channel, the Oprah Winfrey channel, but I don't pay for cable. So I use like everything that comes with the smart TV, all the channels they have. And then I bought an antenna because that give you some good free channels too, but I never hooked it up to the TVs. And then I also you got Netflix, all this stuff. So, I don't pay for cable. So, but I saw this show on the Oprah Winfrey Network. It's called OWN. And it was called Ready, Set, Mingle. I want to say that's the name of it. And so it's basically like black women and black men. And I don't know, I only watched like 2 episodes of it, but they were all in Atlanta. Maybe they do other regions too or something, or other states, but the 2 episodes I watched, everybody lived in Atlanta. So you had everything from black attorneys to truck drivers, to a barbershop owner. It was, sales managers. It was just, a good looking group of black people, black men and women. And they all seemed like, I think, late 30s and older. And so it was kind of like a black version of the Bachelor or Bachelorette. Well, not really, because they had one man to every woman. So say they started the show with 17 guys, they had 17 women. And then they eliminated a man and a woman, and so I only got to 2 episodes. And it was crazy because they had a comedian on there. I never heard of her, but I could tell she's definitely a comedian. And poor thing, she was just terrified of getting played. And then they had other women, they would just shut down. So it was all fun because when they all met, they gave everybody a glass of champagne. So if you get to getting tipsy on champagne or wine when you first meet someone, everybody look good when you under the influence of champagne or wine. Okay, I can tell you that from experience. Everybody look better than, and then when you get sober, you're gonna be like, they don't look as hot as I thought they did. Okay, so that's how they brought them in there. And man, I just saw how desperate, because Atlanta is not a great place for like meeting your mate if you're black. It's just not if you want a black mate. It's just not, because you have so many. I say all the time that African American males that are successful, meaning they don't live in their mom's basement, meaning they make a living, they're handsome, that they have the whole complete package. They're really spoiled because the numbers aren't equal. Black women outnumber black males, as far as the free world is concerned. I don't know if you took all the men out of prison, all the black men out of prison, because there were a lot that was locked up for 20 years for marijuana. Now the government's selling marijuana. So if you took all the black male out of prisons, not even the real bad guys, but just even the ones that, like I said, went to jail for, lesser charges, non-violent, non-sexual offenders, that type of thing. If you took all of the black males out of prison, I don't know if that would even us out or not. But as it stands, it's somewhere between, depending on where you live, somewhere between 11 to 14%. So it's something like, for every black woman, it's like maybe 11 to 14 men. Yeah, no, that's not what I'm trying to say. Let me take that back. Okay, I'm trying to say it in reverse. So for every 11 to 14 black women, it's one black male that may even be suitable for a long-term relationship or a marriage or something like that. And so what has happened is black women we settle for some stuff to have a piece of a black man. We just do. And if they, like I said, the more successful they are, they really have a lot to choose from, because not only are there 11 to 14 black women out here desiring to be with them, but you got other races that covet the black man as well. The black man, he got swag, he can be broke and still have swag. That's just how we built as black people, right? African American people, I don't mean any offense, or I don't mean to offend anybody who don't like being called black, but whatever you know what I mean, African Americans. So in the United States of America, I feel like black women you have to be open-minded to other races. You don't have to just go to a white man. Okay, it's more than black and white in the world. There's Cubans, Latinos, Dominicans, you got Mexicans, you got Haitians, Africans, Jamaicans, and Trinidadians. We can go on and on and on. You don't have to just stay in a box of, I want a black man, so let me give me a black American man. I'm telling you, the pickings are slim for the black woman. If you got yourself together. And so you'll hear a lot of the conscience community kind of say, well, yeah, see, the white man told y'all to go get them degrees, and now y'all got PhDs and master's degrees and lonely, and because a lot of black men, they are intimidated by a strong, intelligent black woman. So you often find the more what we call successful black man in America They're looking for a very submissive woman. They don't want someone 9 times out of 10 that they have to compete with in the economic sector, or, and so when you do get black men that are okay with you making more money than them, being more educated than them, those typically are the ones that, man, you're going to end up kind of taking care of, you know? So it was just on my heart after I saw that show. I was like, wow, these successful women. And you'll see, like, we can even look at celebrities. We can take some of the most attractive Beyonce, Halle Berry, Jada Pink. You take all these successful women and they've been cheated on and cheated on. And so it bothers me when black women think that it's their fault that they're being cheated on, and I think probably any woman would think like that, but my focus is black women. And so I think, the black woman, she's going to be like, well, what's wrong with me? Like I said, I think any woman is going to be reflect on what's wrong with them. Where I live, in the city that I live in, is predominantly white people. And when you see black brothers, most of the time they're with a white girl. They're, either married to her or that's their girlfriend. So that's just where I live. So when I see black couples, I get happy because I don't see a lot of that where I moved to. So people, I think, have this notion of black love, this ideology of black love and romanticize black love. But I don't think that we need to limit our options when it comes to dating or marrying. I have been treated kind by black men, but I've been treated kindest by non-black men. And let's talk about the stigma. There is a stigma against single black women. What do black men say? Ignorant black men, what do they say? And ignorant black women, what do they say? Oh, that's why you single now. Like that's something is wrong with being single. Do you know how many people that are married or in relationships for years and they're miserable? Or they're getting cheated on. Everybody know they're getting cheated on but them. You think you the light of his life and he poking anything and everything behind your back. And so, yes, there's some good black guys left, but I'm just saying, if we're talking statistics, we're talking numbers, we're talking data, you don't have that many to choose from, because while you're choosing him, he has at least 13 other women, at least 13 other black women that will pretend to do anything for him as well. Or do whatever she has to do to get him. And I try to tell men, it's real easy for a woman to get you. And I do see a lot of women, they tend to play the wife role. And that's not your husband. So cooking for him and, sexing him down. If he hasn't made the ultimate commitment to you, you're not obligated to do those things to entrap that man. And I try to tell men, look, It's very simple. All a woman has to do is seduce a man. So it's not hard for a black woman to get a man. If she's willing to seduce a man, jump right in the sack with him, find out what he likes sexually, do it, and then cater to him in other ways. There you go. You got a man. It's not hard. The average woman, and not even just black woman, but the average woman, if she takes off walking at 2 o'clock in the morning looking for a half gallon of milk, she'll find dick before she can find a half gallon of milk. Somebody gonna roll up on her and ask her, is she okay? You need a ride? So it's not rocket science to get a man. So when ignorant people say, you have a lot of women who think their value come from having a man. Excuse me. So those women will say, that's why you don't have no man now. Then you'll have the men who say the same thing. That's why you don't have. How hard is it to get a man? You seduce them. That's it. There you go. So if you're desperate, that's what you do. If you're not desperate, you sit back and you realize that you have options too. You just might have to go outside of the box. He may not be an American man. He may be in France, maybe a black man in France. He may be, so we have to broaden our horizons and be open to more than just the American black male. Because I'm telling y'all, very few things bother me. Children not being treated right, abused, neglected, that bothers me. And probably after that, elderly or mentally disabled people, that bothers me. But probably right after that is women who don't know their worth. Women who just absolutely, and again, I'm going to be honest with you, and you can call it what you want. I'm not concerned about any other race of women. I'm not concerned, truthfully. I'm only concerned when I'm talking about this about African American women. African women, I don't know enough of them to have that level of sympathy or empathy. But for African American women, I see all the time women act as though they're not whole if you don't have a man. Listen, you need to be whole before you choose a mate. Because if not, then you're putting your brokenness with somebody who 9 times out of 10 is broken. If they're choosing you and you're broken, then chances are they're broken. Now you got 2 broken pieces trying to make a whole. But what if you had 2 wholes that came together? And that's what you need to be before you actually worry about a relationship. And so I know so many people in miserable, toxic relationships. It's not funny. I'm serious. I know women where they're clueless to what their man is doing. He might be doing a man and you worrying about a woman, and he ain't even studying the woman. But when he goes out and kick it with his boys, he really kicking it with his boyfriend. And his boyfriend, he call his boyfriend bro. And you thinking, oh, he's always hanging out with guys. See, and women, they don't be ready for that. They want to overlook that. Like, oh, nah, he say he ain't gay. Them be the main ones. The ones that strongly convince you that, oh no, I like pussy. Especially if they're homophobic. And the ones you really watch out for. So I'm just making this to say that I really need black women to start loving themselves. Spend time with yourself and fall in love with you. And then what happens when you do that? I know it sounds cliche, love yourself or nobody else will love you. If you don't love yourself, nobody else but it sounds cliche, but it's facts. Here's why. We teach people how to treat us. We teach people how to treat us. So if you accept 15% from this guy or 35% from this guy, that's all you're going to get. You can fuss and scream and waste your best years on him if you want to. Then by the time he finished wasting your life and your body and all your time and energy, you're going to be all old and stressed out and gray-headed for the next man, which is why a lot of women, they start feeling like, well, I'm too old to find somebody new. I'm too old, or stop giving your best years to losers and undeserving men. Because this is your life and you're not getting the time that you're wasting on the wrong person. You're not going to get that back. So yes, when you love yourself, somebody else is forced to match your fly. They got to match your fly, or else you're going to leave them right where they are. So don't sit here and fall for the hype of, oh, that's why you ain't got a man. It's very easy to get a man. Seduce him. Have any man you want. They all work the same. If they penis work, even if it works 25% of the time, quarter of the time, they all work the same way. I've seen men, their penis don't even work, but they all work the same way. They're physical creatures, and if you sell them on a sexy ass illusion, you don't have to actually have sex with them. Just seduce them, and bam, voila, they in your pocket. It's not hard. It's not hard to have a man. But to have a quality mate, somebody that genuinely cares about you, don't let these guys waste your time. I'm serious. Stop wasting your time. Pour that into yourself. Get yourself to everywhere you want to be, financially, physically. And yes, I understand that we are programmed as humans to want companionship. I get it. But again, you can have it. It just may not come from where you think. So be open-minded, because this is kind of a two-part message here. It's for black women that are settling, and it's for black women who think that black American men, like your man or a good guy, can only be a black American man. If you want black, there is other, versions of black you can get, other countries and stuff. And then, like I said, non-black men have treated me the best. And that's just facts. And I love black men, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to end up with a black man, you really are giving, or a black American man, you know what I mean? You don't understand what you're doing when you give your energy away to the wrong person. They will drain your beauty, your vibrancy, you won't even recognize yourself after you let the wrong person, drain you, you know. So love is energy. That's all it is. It's just energy. And if it is, if you're sending out more than you're receiving, you'll be depleted. You'll be depleted. It's just as simple as you go to the bank and you keep making withdrawals and no deposits, and your withdrawals outweigh your deposits. You're going to end up emotionally, spiritually, and even physically bankrupt. So I want to see us stop being so desperate for a man. I'm going to stop here because I don't want it to do whatever the heck it did before. So, I've got a lot to say on this, but let's just stop it right now. Thumbs up this video. I'm doing another giveaway at 500 subscribers. We're almost there. We like 110 away from 500 subscribers. So, all right. Thank you.